This week marks our 50th episode of NBA 2K TV, and today we have...
I need to win this. That's my lineup. Kyle Landry is my silver player. Fuck, it's lagging. Why it's lagging so much?
Welcome everyone, let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We've got Boston.
It's lagging so much.
So the Bronx will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Boston.
Dude, this lag.
Landry is up. There is Grant. Then it's Pressey. And it's Bairstow in it, the 5 spot. Boston with the ball. To the wing on the left. And it's Jamal Franklin with the foul.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Bang.
Here's Pressey. Grant, right three, throws it down.
Whoa, whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace. And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And really, just a lack
Here's my
of
pass.
awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the
got
line.
Bairstow kicks to Landry. And that one is stuffed right through.
almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to
Why can't I pass?
get that
This
position.
bullcrap, couldn't even pass.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Here's the Bronx. Here's Livingston. Rebound, Boston.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses. He's got that much room.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Get out of here.
Hangs in the air. They get it back. Pass to Powell. On the clock.
Fuck.
Maxfield dishes to Hairston. Lets it go with a 3. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball.
D up, boy.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Stauskas to Pressey. Grant kicks to Pressey. Pass to Bears. Second chance shot. He squares up and sinks it. Knocked away. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Grant's got his second bucket. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And a new group getting ready for the Bronx. Aaron Gray, he's checked in for Powell. Andrew Nicholson comes in for Jason Maxey. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Jamal Franklin. And it's Farmo in for Sean Livingston. Hairston. The layup off target.
He thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. And nice job again that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Come out.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to get.
Bronx making a switch here. Babs checked in. The Bronx trails by 10.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get
Oh,
the heat
yeah.
to fall.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat. They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why on this one, you get that close
What
to the
are you
hoop, and
doing?
it's a lot easier to make shots.
Christmas noobs.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Oh, that was a bad shot.
Here's Price. And that one comes up a bit
Good
short.
foul.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
That one.
On the contact and a good call by the official.
Here's Boston now. They're on an 18-6 run. With a floater. He lays it in. Price has got his first basket.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Shoot it.
Shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that...
Just quit, dude.
They've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Nance. Shoot from the right block. Thomas. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And a huge lead here early to start.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Boston leads by 16. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And they're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Livingston is up there with Jamal Franklin. Then there's Hairston. And it's Holmes in the 4 spot. On the floor for Boston. They've got Phil Pressey. Thomas is out there with Grant. Then there's Harris. And it's Bairstow in the center position. Boston shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. Jason Maxiel's checked in for the Bronx. And then for Boston.
This is the worst lag in the world.
For Malcolm Thomas.
Because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in this game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Bronx making a switch here. Rush is checked.
Slam it, dude. God damn.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like
Okay, I'm right.
If I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
The Bronx trails by 16. Livingston dishes to Powell. Rebound Boston.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He misses the free throw.
Come on, Pressy. You got to make those. There it is.
No good on the 2nd free throw.
God damn.
Another trip to the strike form, and I tell you
Boy.
what, a little bit of a different feel here in the 2nd quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, it's really served them well. Taking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
You cold.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And one.
Landry no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
We need timeout.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Nicholson's checked in for foul. Boston also with the sub. Dawson's checked in.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Franklin.
Oh, he stuck his leg out, ref.
He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
No,
Clearly
stuck his leg out.
Didn't give him any choice but to blow
Full
the
crap.
whistle. I mean,
He
you
stuck
gotta
his
play
leg
without
out.
fouling.
No good on the second free throw. Boston leading by 16. Here's Stauskas. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Stauskas has got 4 points in the quarter.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Kept alive. And it's Jamal Franklin with the foul.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Stauskas kicks to Bairstow. Picked his pocket.
Well, on the pump fake, the ball was exposed, and that allowed him to get a hand on it and take it away.
A nice shot by Franklin. Franklin's got 5 points so far.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Scooped up. The Bronx trails by 16. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Here's Nicholson. Dawson with the rebound. It's tipped. Here's Franklin. Cans the shot from the wing. He's got 7.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Over to the left wing. Dawson.
Can't shoot with his leg.
That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
Timeout call.
Step.
Bronx.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Boston making a switch here. Larry Nance is checked in for Bairstow. Victor Claver comes in for Carl Landry. Harris is checked in for Nick Stauskas. And it's Price in for Phil Preston. Clock at 6. Gray kicks to Beasley. Here's Nicholson. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And he gets it to go. Claver's got his first points in this one.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist. They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Dawson gets the bucket. Dawson's got 8 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
It's stolen by Harris. That's him coming off an assist from Price.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him,
Yo, dude, just please
And through
save
one
yourself
half,
some
it
time.
hasn't even been close. Boston on top. They lead by 18. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Man, this guy sucks. Dude, hurry up, press X, man.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Come on.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. We've got Franklin.
Look at this.
Powell is up there with Jason Maxiel. Then there's Hairston. And it's Livingston in at the one. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Passes it to Powell. Makes it off the glass. Powell's got 6 points.
Why you reaching me, blood?
Off to a good start here already with some penetration.
Pressey passes to Landry. Puts up the baby hook.
Oh, come on. Dunk that,
The
Landry.
Bronx trails by 18. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And here they come. Here's Franklin. Blanketed by the D.
Good
Fights to the
defense.
rim for the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been really impressed with their offensive.
Slam it down.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Nope.
And it's Maxiel, no good. And here's Stauskis from the arc.
Perfect release.
Good.
Where
Stauskis
you
has
going?
got 5 points now this quarter.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Franklin for 3.
What are you trying?
Landry grabs the miss. Landry's got 3 rebounds now in this one. They grab their own miss.
Oh my God.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Dude.
And the second
Just
chance
leave.
becomes a dunk. We can
Leave.
feel over here.
GA such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Timeout called, Bronx.
No one's tired.
He really doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Good. Livingston's got 6 points.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Boston leading by 21. Feeds it to Bearstein.
Ooh.
He dishes it to Landry.
Come on, Landry.
He takes that one out.
Slam it down.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow them to get that position in the first place.
You can shoot
Nice
that.
ball movement there by the Bronx. Shot clock at 5. Livingston, no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Dishes it to Franklin.
He can't shoot.
Fires the 3. They get it again. Here's Holmes. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Tressie's got 4 points in the quarter. Powell dishes to Franklin. Connects in the foul line jumper. And here's Boston. They're on a 13-4 run.
Slam it down.
Stowe, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
The shot by Powell, no good. Down low. It's tipped. Hairston with the steal. From deep. And Boston with the rebound. Bairstow's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Boston's getting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The free throw drops for Grant. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Nancy's checked in for Bairstow. Victor Claver comes in for Carl Landry. Price, he's checked in for Stauskas. And Hudson subbed in for Pressey. And it's the Bronx with the ball. Stolen by Grant. Here's Nance.
God damn.
And he
Oh
goes
my
out strong
goodness.
with one hand and flushes it down.
Jesus
And
Christ.
that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Bronx making a switch here. Babs checked in. Boston also with the sub. Thomas checked in for Grant. That's good.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Here's Claver. Here's Thomas.
Oh, Thomas, you
And
bitch.
he uses the
Oh
glass
my
on the
god.
lane.
That's what I call a
Thomas
BB.
got his second
After
bucket.
on speed.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Look at this. Wide open. Hey, you'll miss that now.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and taking control on the glass.
And as we conclude the third quarter,
We the
welcome back. Fourth
We
quarter
the
action starting up
boys.
in what has been a
We the
one-sided
boys.
show.
Holla, holla, holla. We the boys. We the boys. Holla, holla, holla. We the boys.
On the floor for Boston. Thomas is out there with Nance. Then there's Hudson. Then there's Harris. And it's Wilcox in
Oh,
the shooting guard position.
crap. What are you
Takes it
doing
from
on the floor?
10. No good off the back of the rim. Now Nance. He kicks it to Rush. Back to Nance. Lays
That was
it up
nice.
and off a pretty assist. Nance has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bronx. Lots of room.
There we go.
And that one's good by Wilcox.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that
Stupid.
difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Hold up. Let me fix this.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Hudson. From deep three-point
Oh,
range.
Jesus.
And out of bounds.
That was horrible.
Here's possession.
Yo, this dude
Where
sucks.
that pass was going, that is a brutal turn.
Dude, just quit already. Quit.
Dawson's checked in for Boston.
That's so bad.
The pass to Holmes.
Look at that.
Got a piece of it.
Slim it
2-on-9,
down.
no one back to stop
Wow.
this. And slam dunk by Harris.
Slam down.
That's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately. On the
Dude,
other
you're
end.
so bad.
It feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
You're so bad.
And that one's good by Wilcox. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course
What are
of
you
the ball
doing?
game.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Here's Harris. to Dawson. The shot misses. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, the cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket. The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Harris kicks to Hudson. Wilcox passes to Thomas.
Splash.
Here's Hudson. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
No mercy.
Shot is off. Hudson kicks to Dawson. Here's Wilcox. Kept alive by Boston.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And Harris wide open. He shoots.
My God.
And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major
My
barrage.
players already know.
Dawson gets the bucket.
Really good example there of some fine
This is just free
passing
MT.
for that basket.
Here's Babb. That's short off the rim. And here's Boston. Outpacing them right now in a 15-2 run.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now.
Not this.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous pull him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Rush dishes to Nance. Rush the pass to Nance. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. And it's Harris off the drive. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And the first one counts. Aaron Gray's checked in for the Bronx. Beasley comes in for Larry Nance. And then for Boston, Larry Nance is checked in for Malcolm Thomas. Victor Claver comes in for Dawson.
I'm just shooting threes on his ass.
For Hudson.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Livingston, that's good.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad, I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
And that one falls for Price. And so he's able to get one of two. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on
Oh
the
my
way up
gosh.
that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Can we just finish this game already?
First free throw is good. Livingston hits both of them.
Come on. Back.
Price outside. Here's Wilcox.
There it is. Oh, buzzer beater.
No other way to put it here in this
Buzzer beater.
There's really no comparison
Let's
between
go.
the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
And so it's Boston.
Man, you is ass.
This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was
You
dismantled.
booty. We do good.
I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our...
Look at that. 1,000 MT. My God. Second chance points 102. I didn't even get 102 points. Fast break points 128 apparently. There we go. 2-0. So that'll be it for this live stream. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for watching. And peace.